Go to um open your web browser, go to your Google Sheets, which is right here, and create a new sheet. So I actually created before this recording, I created a mock content calendar. This brand is going to be our case study, but let's do it together, right? Let's do it together. So for the brand we're going to be using is Pastry Pal. This is an imaginary brand. So we're using a food brand. So let's call this page. Okay, let's call this mock pastry pal content calendar. Okay, so what you need to do now is, so remember when I mentioned you need to always write down your content ideas when you're brainstorming. So I already did that before this class. For the sake of time and for the sake of this class, I wrote down the ideas that I'm going to use to create this calendar. So think about your brand, think about the brand that you're working with, think about some of the things that you can do that will work. So think or do some research about some of the things that the content pillars that you can use to create content for this brand. So when I say content pillars, don't be confused. So content pillars are just like subtopics that you can use to, sorry, they are like it's like a body of topic that you can use to create subtopics for content ideas. For instance, product highlights. Now, this is a content pillar. Educational content, a content pillar. Seasonal and holiday themes, a content pillar. Now, these are all content pillars. Now, underneath these content pillars are now ideas that you can implement, like product highlights. You can showcase your menu, you can showcase the product itself and its features. You can do behind the scene of the creation of the product. Now, for educational content, you can do basic tips, you can do all those how to contents, they are under educational type of content. And then seasonal content, for instance, we're in the month, for instance, if we're in the month of February, you can say, oh, month of February is Valentine's, right? So we have Valentine's Day. So these are seasonal holidays that you can create content for and use that to create a campaign. Like these are just content pillars, right? So when you've brainstormed and you've come up with these content ideas, right? Either from Instagram or from Pinterest or wherever it is that you're finding your content ideas, just write them down just like this. And then you can use it to create your content calendar. Now, when you open your spreadsheet, you the first thing you need is your dates, right? So write down dates. So secondly, you need your content description. So content description. Then you need your content type. Then you need your script. Your script or your copy. Your script is for your video and your copy is for your flyer, right? So the text that is on a flyer is known as copy. Whatever text you put on a flyer, that is the copy of the flyer. So then you need your reference, your caption, and your deadline. Reference, caption, and deadline. Now, the reference is wherever you're getting the inspiration from, and you don't want to forget, or maybe you're even creating this content calendar for another brand. So, for another brand, for a brand, they want you to create a content calendar for them. you need to put some references so that the person, whoever is working on the content idea, the either the flyer or the video or the blog post, will know that, okay, this is what you had in mind while you were creating this calendar. So that's what the reference is for. Then you need to include your caption and your deadline. So these are going to be your content outline, right? So just make this, let's use 12. So, so the next thing we're going to do is write our dates. So remember I said I created, for the sake of time, I created a calendar already. So I'm just going to come here and copy the dates. You can put the dates while you're creating yours. Copy and paste them. So the next thing we're going to do is we dive right into the content. So for February 1st, the first of every month is ideal that you put out a welcome to a new month post or a happy new month post. It could be a video, it could be a graphic design, it could be a picture, it could be anything, but you need to welcome, you need to say, oh, happy new month, right? So for the posting frequency, we're gonna do 5 days a week, which is Monday to Friday, right? We're not going to post on Saturday and Sunday, but because the first of this month falls on a Saturday, we're going to be posting on Saturday, right? So the content description will now be happy new month, right? So okay, so let me increase this boxes. Let me increase the boxes. Okay, this is shouldn't be too wide because it's not gonna. Okay, so the content type is going to be graphic. Let's say it's going to be a graphics post, for instance. So work with me. So this is the script or the copy of that graphics post. So for instance, we say, oh, since it's a new month and it's a pastry brand, let's say February is here. February is here. Welcome to a month of sweetness, right? So whatever copies you use, it should rhyme with the theme of the month. So the reference, so let's find our reference. Let's say you're looking for a graphics reference, right? So just come to Pinterest and search for February. Let's say happy, welcome to February. Welcome to February design. You see a host of references. So that's why I always go to Pinterest because you get a lot of ideas here. So since it's a food brand, you need something that relates to food, right? So this is one. You can choose this as a reference. You can go for that to check whatever aligns with what you have in mind. This is a good reference for a food brand. So let's use this since we're creating for content calendar for February. So what you need to do is copy the URL from the website, copy it and take it to your content calendar. Then you come to the reference and paste the URL. So whoever comes here can see that this is what you had in mind when you created the calendar. So when they click on it, it takes them right to the Pinterest page. Now for your caption, you always need to develop caption. Now, one thing about caption is a caption needs to have a hook. A hook is the first thing that the reader is seeing that is going to keep them glued to that write-up, that's going to make them read to the end. So something that captures attention, just like you have hooks in videos, you also have hooks in content writing. So when you're writing the caption, the content should have a hook, it should have a body, and it should have a call to action, as well as hashtags, right? So our hook would be, for instance, okay, let's say get ready for a month of sweetness. Welcome to February. So this is your hook, this is your body, and your okay. So for this Happy New Month post, doesn't necessarily need to have a call to action, but let's include it. So visit, for instance, visit www.pastrypal.com for more info. And then your hashtags. Hashtags are important because they make you searchable, right? So we're going to have, since a Happy New Month post, we can say Happy New Month, Pastry Pal. Then let's say, for instance, our company is based in Abuja. So you say pastry in Abuja. You think about what people will likely search for when they are thinking about your brand or when they are thinking about a brand like yours. What are they searching for? Things that they will most likely think about. You imagine yourself as a user, right? If you're looking for a pastry shop in Abuja, what are you mostly going to search for? So include that in your hashtag, and that's all. Your caption is ready. So your deadline. So usually for my content, I usually do like 2 weeks ahead. So every content I'm going to be posting for the next 2 weeks needs to be ready before that 2 weeks, right? So let's use January. This calendar is for February, right? So let's use January 25th, right? And there you have it. You successfully created this content for this day, and everything you need is here. So when you want to post, come here, copy, post. Or if you're creating it for someone else, they always have where to copy, and then they know that this is supposed to be ready by this time, and they know the content type, they know what the content is about. The copy of the flyer or the video, the script of the video is right here. So you can also come here and rename it to February because you can create all your calendars in one Google Sheet. So you can have February, March, April, May till December on one Google spreadsheet, right? So next thing, let's move to Monday. Now for Monday, you can go back to your content ideas, the one you wrote down. Now look through and look for whatever content that you would like to put out on a particular date. Now for this one, we're going to have, let's use user-generated content, right? So we're going to go back to our content calendar and say, okay, towards the content description, it's a testimonial video. So you say customer testimonial. Then it's a video, right? So if it's a video, a picture, or a blog post, whatever it is, indicates. So for us here, we're going to do it as a video. Then for the script of the video, this is a testimonial video. So the user is creating it. So obviously, we're not going to tell the user what to say, but for the sake of this video, this part is for script writing or for the copies. So let's just include a script here. So for instance, for the video will go like, let's say, hi, my name is Faith, and I am absolutely in love with History Pal. Your Their pastries are always so fresh and full of flavor. Definitely the best in the game. For instance, definitely the best in the game. And your script is right here. Wrap your text so it can fit in. So yeah, so this part is for script. Then your reference, for instance, you found a video online that you would like to replicate, for instance. Let's say this is the user-generated content. This is not the user-generated content, by the way. So just for the sake of this video, you can say, oh, okay, I saw this, let me replicate this. Let me replicate this for pastry pal. So what you do, you come here, copy the URL, and you go back here and paste the link, and that's it. So you create your caption for the post. Let's say, oh, our customers, for instance, our customers make us smile. Okay, let's start with a more catchy hook. Let's just see, here's why our customers love us. Okay, then you can say, oh, they make us smile every day, for instance. And when you're done, remember you need to also add a call to action. So the call to action here that we're going to use is, or since let's use visit our website, www.pastrypal.com. Call to action, check. And then your hashtags. Let's see, pastries in Abuja. Pastry Pal, which is the brand's name. What else? What other captions can we use? Since it's a testimonial video, you can just say customer review, because certain people just search for reviews from their brands, right, to see if okay, they're convincing enough. Because one of the advantages of having a customer testimonial is to build trust amongst your audience. So same deadline. So by January 25th, this content should be ready.